Hello everybody, here we are again, and we are quite in time actually. So let's go ahead with the things. We had to leave earlier, like 1 hour ago or something, because of some work, and mainly Docker was not opening. Then we restarted the PC. I restarted the PC, and then it's on right now. So quite a good thing. And these are the containers that are actually running. Why are they running? Hello world app. This container we actually created. These ones we created, but these ones were created by default. They were created 7 hours ago. Why? How? Delete all the containers. Is this a good way? Don't know whether it's a good way or bad way. These are the images that I actually got. That's okay. They were the containers. I deleted all the containers. As for the volume, don't have Kubernetes. It's good to explore them because I'm completely new to this thing, and there are so many things that I have no idea about. Come on, yaar. How long it's gonna take? Can I skip the tour? And just a sec. Let me check whether I'm audible or not. Yeah, I must be audible. Let's continue. From here on, we'll simply go through Excel I draw. Okay, this will be live at least 1.5 hours. At least this much we can actually code continuously, and then we'll take a break and then continue with the things again. And as the Docker is open right now, so far we've been using NeonDB as database. Now onwards, now mainly I am going to use the Docker, and I will be getting a MongoDB, not Mongo, Postgres image, and then we'll continue from there on. So let's close this thing right now. We can get it from here on too. When it comes to images, I already have a Postgres image, and let's click on containers. Don't look at me as if I know everything. Okay, this is the Postgres that we have. I'm complete noob in here. Okay, what can I do? I can run it. When I run it, I think run it. Let's see what will happen once this thing is actually running. This image is running. Database initialize supervisor. I need to provide the password. Let's delete container. Okay, this is the container that got created. That's interesting, but there is a problem. The problem is that I didn't provide it the password for the Postgres. That is something we need to keep in mind. I think there is terminal enable docker log terminal where, yeah, this works fine. Let's close everything. We don't really need this here. We will be providing the password from our on site. So what are we going to do? Let's open VS Code first of all, and remaining things are gonna be done there on. So we are in VS Code. But now we have Docker installed, and we have to create a MongoDB, not MongoDB actually, Postgres database using Docker, and then we have to use that. So Docker run, and first of all Docker, what are the commands for Docker? I forgotten. Wow. Let's check this thing out too. Let's talk about those things that I've learned in the Docker section today, just today. So when it comes to Docker, so I have learned about Docker login. This is used at the beginning when you start Docker for the first time, and then you can authenticate yourself using Docker login. And if you have signed in on any web browser, then, and if that is a default web browser, it will be succeeded. Login will be succeeded. This thing is done. Second thing is that Docker run, and then we can run any image as such. Okay, that image will be installed too. Docker images, first of all I even wanna check the images. So when it comes to images, I have 3 images right here. First one is hello world. This image I actually created on my own. Mongo latest, this image and Postgres, these 2 emails I actually got them, like I downloaded them. So this is the one. Docker PS shows me the processes running ultimately. So right now there are no processes running right now, and we can even remove the remove docker image. We can create the images, we can remove the images. For example, I wanna remove MongoDB, Mongo actually. So docker remove Mongo, and I have to force it. Okay. Unknown flag. It's saying that forces is a known flag. This is interesting. Why is that so? How about this? Well, this still doesn't work. Let's remove it completely. Let's simply go with this one. Docker remove this. Docker images. Well, yeah, we have removed that. That means forces. That section does not work in here. That's okay. Completely all right. So what all have we discussed? We have Docker logging. Even we were learning about commando unknown. I forgot the name. What was the name of that? Conda. Crazy name. So we were learning about Conda. Over there we got the commands. We are learning about Docker. Docker has its own commands, so that's okay. It's fun learning them. So we got Docker logging. We got Docker run. We got Docker images. We got Docker remove, and we got Docker PS processes. We got Docker kill for killing the things. Okay, we got Docker build for building the things. When you are building images, it is used. And we got Docker execute for executing. Suppose you want to execute some code inside the Docker container, then this particular thing is used. And these are the things. So first of all, let's do one thing. As we have gone through this thing, so we are going to be talking about these commands, and then no, it's not the right time to talk about the commands. Let's simply start using Postgres, and then this is how we'll be going ahead. So Docker run. What next? Let's have get the command run Postgres on Docker. By the way, of course, I will be getting the command in here. As per me, what should it be? Docker run database is going to be Postgres, or I can make it easy like Docker run. Let's give it a name. This is just a name. I can name it anything. Name is gonna be Postgres. First thing is that, and even before that, I'm gonna be setting the ports in here. So P5432. This 5432 is the port of your local machine, your machine that you have physically, and 5432, this particular port is going to be of the container. Then apart from this particular thing, we need to have a name in here. Even before that, I'm gonna be providing the Postgres data, Postgres password. Postgres pass. I'll check whether it's right or wrong. 3241 is the Postgres password. How do I know this thing? Postgres password. Do I need to even set it? Let's see. If I don't add this particular thing, then what will happen? This thing is created because we are creating Docker. 54324. This is the container. Let's see. So Docker run. I can just simply get Postgres from here on. Postgres, that is the name of a database, if I'm not wrong. But let's go with this much only for now, and let's see what happens. I will definitely get an error. The error is you must specify Postgres password to a non-empty value for the super user. For example, this Postgres password on Docker. I think the problem is that I already have Postgres installed on my PC. So when I actually refer this port to the containers port, this port is already defined in my PC, and because of that thing I'm getting the error. So I can do one thing. Docker run ports 5431 for example right now, and this is the of course for my PC, because 5432 is it's already defined because I have Postgres installed, and because of that only it's asking the password. This is just my guess, but we'll figure out. 5432 and Postgres. Let's see. database is initialized and super user password is not specified. You must use blah blah blah. Postgres to non-empty value. Ayla. That means Postgres is gonna ask for the password. Alright, never mind. We are gonna be going with the top one. We will be giving it a password. Password can be anything. So let's give it some password. Postgres password, and the password is gonna be like Postgres 123. This is gonna be the password of that. So we are running it, we are specifying the port number, we are setting the password, we are even setting the database. We should be able to run it. Well, it's running that. That's interesting. By the way, this image is being downloaded right now. It does not mean that we are gonna be using this. We were just simply checking. And let's see what Google tells us. Self-hosted Docker. How to use the Postgres on Docker official image. Yeah, this is gonna be quite okay for us. We want to do the best, right? Docker run, we can specify a name. That's okay. We can specify the password. We can even specify the database that we want to use. That's pretty interesting. Quite the same way we've been going through right now. What is the okay, data system is ready, accept connections. Data system is ready right now. That means it's ready actually. Let's close it for now. What can we do right now is let's Docker images, have a look at that. So these are the images. Let's have a look at the processes that are running. There are no processes. That's good. First of all, I wanna remove Postgres 2. So Docker remove Postgres. Must be forced. That's also, that's okay. Forces. That's force. Just force. Okay. Docker images. So we can just use force over there. Now while removing force. So that's removed. That's a good thing. What now? Docker, we have to run it. First of all, let's give it the name. So the name is going to be Postgres DB. This is the name. And let's specify the port number. So 5432. This thing is also done. And let's give it the password. So Postgres password. Why am I just bent on using Docker? Because this is something that I'm learning right now. So if I actually use it, it's gonna be helpful for me, of course. You can easily use NeonDB. That's not a big deal, or any database. Just getting the link and then going ahead with that. So that's not really a big problem. I hope you understand. By the way, let's continue. So Postgres password, and that's gonna be suppose 1234, or give it better, Postgres 1234. This thing is done, and apart from this particular thing, we need to provide the database. Database will be Postgres, something like this. Let's run it. It's not installed locally, so it will be installing that. Well, it has installed, if I'm not wrong. And let's do one thing. Docker images. So here we have the image. What do we have to do right now? We can run the same thing again. You have to remove or rename that container to be able to reuse the name. Docker process. Okay, we already have a process running. That's great. And the name of the process is PostgresDB. That's okay. This is the ID that we have. Guess what? I think it's already running. I have to check that for sure. But if it is actually running, then we'll be able to check out the things. Newer image Postgres latest. What can we do? PSQL. Is it installed? Password for it. Oh, no. Password authentication failed for VPN. Okay. Let's get PSQL connected to database. already connecting start using POSQL. That's great. What do we want to do is this. We want to connect it to the database. So the user is gonna be Postgres, port is gonna be this, host name is going to be this, and this is how we can connect. I think so. Let's go with this one. User Postgres host name. So we have to write a PSQL. What next? User Postgres, and why do I keep forgetting the things? I'm not good at remembering. Port and a host name. 5432. Host name is gonna be local host. Password Postgres 1234. Well, that's problematic. Postgres 123 Postgres 1234. Well, it's not working. Let's change the password. 3241. Wow. Okay, I got it. The problem is this, that there is a Postgres that's already running on my device, and because of that thing I'm getting this thing, like the error that I'm getting. So I need to change the port number if I'm not wrong. And by the way, I can easily connect it to this particular thing because there is already Postgres is already installed on my device. Even if exit this thing right now, docker processes, this is the process that's running, docker kill, and this is the ID. Let's kill it. This thing is done, and right now there are no processes that are running. And talking about the image, so but if there is no process running, if I still try to connect to this particular thing, PSQL user is Postgres, port is this, and host is localhost. If I enter and if I enter the password, I'm still able to connect it to the database. Why? This is the database that's running on my device locally. Okay, this is not a containerized database, rather this is just a local database that is running because I have Postgres installed on my device. Okay, what if I want to run database that is containerized, that is using an image and then inside a container that is actually running? For doing that thing, first of all we'll run docker run, we'll give it a name. The name is gonna be suppose Postgres DB. This thing is done. We will give it a port number, and this time port number is going to be 5431. Okay, just for an example actually, and 5432 is gonna be the, okay, 5432 on the container side, that's gonna be the same because by default Postgres runs on 5432, but on our machine side we can actually change that. We can actually get the response at 5431 port. It's our choice because we already have a Postgres that's running on 5432, so we need to keep this particular thing in mind. So this thing is done, and we can provide a password Postgres password, and that's gonna be like Postgres 123, and we can provide it the database. Database is gonna be of course Postgres for now, and that's it. Things should be fine. Okay, error response conflict, the container PostgresDB is already in use by this. Okay, that's nice. Docker processes, we don't have any process running. What is this? Error response from daemon conflict, the container name PostgresDB is already in use by this particular container. You have to remove or rename that container to be able to reuse that. The question is, how can I remove that? Because I do not care whether that lives or dies, that stays or lives. I hope I'll be able to spin up the Docker GUI right now. Last time I tried it didn't work, then I had to restart my PC, and this time it's taking time again. Quite interesting. Oh my god, seriously. Well, guess what, Docker is not opening. It runs only, oh wow, not what, wow. I thought it opened, but I was just prompted to just click yes. Oh my god, this is insane. How can I fix this? Things take time. What to do right now? There is this problem that I'm facing. Whenever I open Docker, it does not open. Why is this even happening? I can do one thing. I can re-download Docker. This could be helpful maybe. Let's reinstall it and hope it will fix my problems. But learning quite a lot. I never thought that I will be able to connect to database just using PSQL. Well, I used to see this, but up to date. So if it's actually up to date, why isn't it opening? Maybe this time I need to go to this particular thing. I need to open it from here. This does not work either. Hey, can you hear me? People are crazy. Can you hear me? Okay, I think right now, yeah, headphones were being used. So let me switch to this one. Okay, now let me know. Okay, not connected. It's okay. Let's connect it again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's on your mind?
Well, I installed Docker recently, but the thing is that right now, when I double click on the icon, it's not being opened. This is the thing right now that I'm facing. And when I restart my computer, it opens for the first time, and then the second time if I close that, it behaves the same. If I double click, it does not open.
It sounds like Docker opens once, but doesn't reopen after you close it. Let's look up potential solutions. One moment. I found relevant information about Docker not reopening after being closed. One solution is to kill the Docker processes in Task Manager and then restart it. Another is to use the menu to shut down Docker instead of just closing it. Would you like detailed steps on how to do that?
Let me use Task Manager to kill it.
Okay, open Task Manager, find and end the processes named Docker Desktop and Docker Desktop Backend. Then try reopening Docker. If you need further assistance, let me know.
Alright, I have.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, feel free to reach out.
Well, it actually worked. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
And one more thing, I have just installed Postgres image, okay, and then it started running in the container. So that's okay, I'm getting that particular container. Apart from that container, I'm getting 3 more ones like magical, dub, in sky, relax this Snyder, competent pearl man. What are these?
I search for those terms, and magic dub in the sky and relax this appear related to specific container images or tools in Docker. For instance, magic refers to a Docker image for the magic package manager. Would you like further details about one of these? Or help with something
No,
specific?
you did not really get the point. I just installed, downloaded a Postgres image, then I started running in the container. But when I look at the containers, they may not even be the ones. Okay, I think they are by default being created.
Got it. Those additional containers might be default or auxiliary containers created by the PostgreSQL image. Would you like help identifying them or stopping them?
Just a sec. If I actually use Docker images, I should be getting the images. So yeah, they are the ones created by default. I'm not really worried about that. Thank you. So this thing is done, and we know the trick right now to restart the Docker. So that's actually good. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to do something else. This is the thing. Yeah, I was getting an error. Yeah, this one, Postgres DB, and the question was that I wanted to install that, like remove that Postgres DB. How can I get that? Let's go to containers. This is the command, the thing that's already running, so we can actually remove that Postgres DB. But when it comes to Docker Postgres, Docker processes, nothing's running only right now. But having said that, this particular container is still saved. I'm gonna be deleting all of them. Okay, once this is done, we should be able to create that again. Okay, here we are. The name is going to the same process that we have, 5431. It's going to work right now. Yeah. Now what can we do? PSQL. Okay. Username is going to be Postgres. I hope that it stands for user. Then apart from that thing, we need to specify the port number. So the port number is going to be 5431 this time, and the host name is going to be localhost. Let's run it. Password is going to be Postgres, and let's enter, and we are inside. That means it's working fine. Main problem was that 5432, this there is a Postgres database that's already running on this particular port on my local machine, and because of that thing, whenever we try to get the data of the port that we created in the container, we were facing the issue. By the way, right now we don't really need to worry about anything, so this time we are okay. DT, I think this is /DT and something, yeah, not sure. DT, yeah, did not find any tables, and I can just simply exit from here. So this thing is working right now. What is the next step? So we have actually created a container that's running. So if we just say docker and processes, so this is the process that's running right now. We have the command about 1 minute, and these are the things. This is a really good thing that we are getting in here, that we are actually getting the response at port 5432 on the container side. The database is running on port 5432, but on the machine side we are actually getting the result on 5431, and that's something that catches my attention. So this thing is done right now. What now? I will be turning the sound off, and then we'll go from here on. I'll be mainly focusing on the class, as simple as that. I hope you understand. I'll see you soon.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.